Hello and welcome to Surprise Radio. I'm joined today by Seems Like Tuesday. Thank you so much for joining me.
Hello, we're so happy to be here.
Hello, hello, hello.
You get a
And
bunch of us today.
Yeah,
introduce yourself, please.
So I'm Erica. I am the lead female singer of the band.
Billy Zioli, uh, singer, guitar player, songwriter. We're setting up for our next video. And I'm Steve, the drummer. Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you. Thank you so much for joining me again today. And I failed to mention at the beginning of this, but you are also a fellow ISSA member, and I believe you're nominated
Yes.
for a finalist.
Yes, so we
Yes.
are nominated a Band of the Year and Band Single of the Year for September Skies.
That's very exciting. Are you going
Yeah.
to be
Very, very exciting.
in Atlanta?
So we will actually be playing a huge festival in Hawley, PA. It's the Wally Lake Fest. So it's a 3-day event. It's unfortunate because we really wanted to meet everybody, like
Yeah.
DJs and people that we've interviewed with. I mean, everybody's been amazing. But we will be gigging. So
Yeah. In the
Well, that's
Poconos.
good.
yeah, we'll be there in spirit.
That's good, though. It's good to be, active and actually have plans before that. That means that you're busy and doing well.
Absolutely.
So, how long have you been together?
So I
Uh,
get this wrong every time. It's been a little over a year, correct? Or two? Are we at two?
It's 2 years.
Yes.
Like
Okay.
a couple, and like next week, like 2 years.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Okay.
June. It was June of 2022. Yeah.
Yeah. Somebody asked me that before. I was like, oh my God, it's been like 4 years. I'm like, what?
Nah.
I'm like, well, that's how long it feels.
Normally, I actually say how long, if because I see that you have material out in 2022, and I would have
Yeah.
normally said, is that when you began or was it before that? But instead, I just left it up to you and put you on the
Yeah.
spot. So sorry about
Yeah.
that.
No, it's all good.
No
It's all
worries.
good.
And how did you come up with the name? Seems like Tuesday.
So we were looking for something super different. We practice on Tuesday nights. So I think some of the titles that we came up with, what was it, the Tuesday night
Yeah.
or Cheryl Crow's
Yeah.
first
Right.
album, Tuesday Night Club or something like
Yeah.
that. And then my husband actually just came up with, all right, let's do Seems Like Tuesday. Like
Well,
we looked it up, made sure wasn't anything super big or, known.
nobody else has it.
Yeah.
And
And we went
it
with that.
seems like Tuesday.
Yep.
It's rehearsal, it's band night, it's
Studio time.
yeah, let's write
Yeah.
some songs. Yeah.
I'm a fan of the name, but it's actually because I've been saying for forever that Tuesday is Monday's mean older brother because Tuesdays always seem so much worse than Monday for me. And so
Right?
when I discovered your band, I was like, it does seem like a Tuesday today, doesn't it?
That's great. I love it.
Yeah.
So tell me about some of your influences and heroes. They can be musical or non.
Yeah, so different from the guys. I mean, they've been in the music scene forever. So their influences are super different. Mine are more along the lines of Mariah Carey, Whitney Houston. Like that was my generation and my era. Not bad to be influenced by that. I mean, they were amazing. Admire them, look up to them, and just their production, their music, the way they sang, the way they presented themselves on stage.
And she can sing it.
Yeah, that's pretty much what I had as far as growing up. Now, my dad introduced me to Huey Lewis and the News. That was my second concert. And then the Pretenders, Pat Benatar. So along the way, I've been able to be introduced to kind of the music I'm into now for the most part. Yeah.
I grew up. Music was always in the house. I was born in '66, so in my house it was the Beatles, it was Steppenwolf, it was Grand Funk Railroad. It was always going on in the house, and my parents didn't play an instrument. Nobody played an instrument in my house, but we were allowed to take an instrument in my elementary school, and they would give you the instrument as long as you stuck with it. They would let you play it. So I started with trumpet, and I played that for 6 years. But then it was really cooler to be like a guitar player and a singer in a rock band. So I made the transition there, and played with a lot of great musicians, and ended up with this band. And I've been wanting to play with Pete, um, our guitar player, since 1986, when the first time I met him. I've been wanting to play with him since then.
Cool to see
It's
that
like,
get to happen.
yeah, it's karma, karma,
The good karma.
the good karma.
Do you have a favorite song to sing or play?
Oh, goodness.
I'm obsessed with Looking for a Heartbreak.
Yeah, I think that would be mine too, just
Yeah.
because. So that was our first single.
Yeah,
I think just as soon as the opening guitar starts, I mean the drums really, because we come into the drums.
mm-hmm. And that was really a collaborative effort.
Yeah.
I came in with a concept, and working with our producer Tony Mecca, it just, I'm obsessed with that song. I go to sleep singing it. I wake up singing it.
I don't know though. I kind of like, we also do, obviously we'll incorporate covers when we need to.
Yeah.
I kind of like Rock and Roll Hoochie Coo.
Oh yeah.
I mean, that gets us going. I mean,
Yeah, it does.
and with that ending, I
Yeah.
mean, obviously we even make the cover songs our own.
Mhm.
And we have an amazing, big, as my husband says, metal idiot ending. That's just amazing. Amazing.
Well, speaking of covers, would you ever be interested in putting one out as a single, or are you just going to continue to only play them live?
So funny you should say.
Yeah.
And I will send this to you
Yeah.
when we're done. So we actually did our version of Because the Night by Bruce Springsteen. Amazing, haunting, everything as far as the production and the way we did it in the studio and the way it was mixed. I have to say, maybe I'm biased, but it is amazing. So I will send that to you. That was actually released on our first EP this past February. Well, 2024. Yeah, this past February.
Yeah.
And that will be available on all music platforms within the next couple months. So I will send that to you to listen. Feel free to play it.
Okay.
It's amazing. Amazing.
Okay, cool.
Yeah,
Yeah, I'll definitely add that with if you get it to me by tomorrow, I can add it with my weekly submissions that I'm about to go through after this interview. So
Absolutely.
Yeah, that'd
Yeah,
be great.
absolutely.
That'd be great. Thank you.
cool. And so well, that's pretty cool that that worked out. What about a favorite tour or venue that you've played at? I don't know how much extensive touring you've done, but talk about some of those.
I mean, we do. I would say like the most steady is obviously the Rail House. It's more like a neighborhood
Yeah.
bar where everybody goes. It's always crowded. I would have to say though, for me, my favorite is normally we do the Marine Corps birthday every year in November. And it's hit or miss. It could be freezing, it could be hot, the sun could be blaring, or like last year it was pouring. So I do the national anthem at kickoff, and then we'll go on a couple hours later. I really love that. I enjoy that.
Yeah, South Philly is represented. It's a great event.
Yeah, and I'm actually wearing the shirt from Kankakee. So I love it that much.
I mean, I actually forgot to ask at the beginning, where are you based out of?
South Jersey, so New
South
Jersey.
Jersey.
Yeah.
Right
But
right on the other side of the bridge of Philadelphia.
Do you have, speaking of tours, do you have any dream tour mates, somebody that you either look up to and would love to play with, or just like a local, some homies that you would want to take on a tour with you?
Yeah, I mean,
Oh yeah.
I know you could speak to that, but so there's a local girl, Jess Zimmerman, who I've been following for the longest time. I don't know where she's based out of, but I follow her on Instagram. There's somebody else too on Instagram that I follow that, female fronted band. that I'd love to either open for or collaborate with, whatever that may be. And then obviously, if I had an opportunity, Joan Jett. I mean, come on. Yeah. Okay, God, sorry.
We are actually getting to play with my cousin plays in a band called Spread Eagle. They've been a touring band since the late 80s. So we're actually getting an opportunity to play with them in July in Seaside Heights. There are so many guys that I grew up with that I would just love to play with again, like guys that were in the Dead End Kids and all those guys back then from the Jersey scene. White Fox, Cinderella, but
Shy Roxy, you can't forget.
Oh,
Shy
I was about to
Roxy.
say Steve. Steve, who would you pick?
Or like, who would you want to tour with or open for or collaborate with? So he was saying Cinderella. I'm like, yeah,
Dead
White
End
Fox.
Kids.
I'm like,
I did all that.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was in like a band in like kind of like 89, 90. I mean, I was a teenager and the band was pretty successful locally. And we literally opened up for every band you could possibly think of. That was on like Headbangers Ball. Like you're looking at Slaughter, Skid Row when they just got Sebastian Bach, Bang Tango, Quiet Riot. It goes down. I pretty much opened up for all them bands. And so now who I would open up for?
Yeah,
I'd like to open up for Shinedown.
Tour with.
That would be nice. Anybody playing in arena would be cool. I'd be happy with that. We're not picky. I think our style is like pretty much like right down the middle. So I think we can open up for like a little bit of a hard rock band, and then we could, kind of bend over and open up for like a classic band, like a Leonard Skinner that's out on tour right now, or something like that. Or even like a heavier country band. So I think we could, our styles, like we could kind of navigate around a little bit. I feel that we could pull that off. Just open it up for anybody would be great at this point. We're not beggars. We'll take anything.
And while I got you over here, do you have any fun tour stories that any of you want to share?
Wow.
I'm sure you do. I don't even know if you could share
I
them on
do.
the air, but yeah.
Go ahead, Bill.
I got one.
I'm married to her, so I gotta watch what I say.
So 1986, we get booked. Okay, we get booked with Wendy O. Williams and the Plasmatics reunion tour down in Atlantic City, and we're a glam heavy metal band. I got pink spandex on, and we're handing out our record to the first 50 people that came in the door. So we go on and we're doing our thing. Next thing I know, I see something goes flying by my head. I'm like, what's going on? They started throwing our record back at it.
Oh shit.
Oh my God, I didn't know that.
It's the funniest story ever. I thought it was hysterical. The rest of my band was pissed off. They wanted to get in a fight. I'm like, dude, that's hysterical. Why won't we be on this bill anyway? Opening for Wendy O. Williams.
That's so funny.
Hysterical. Awesome.
I had no idea. Luckily, that has not happened to us, so that's good.
No, that wouldn't happen.
So switching gears just a little bit, what do you guys like to do in your downtime? I know that music takes up a lot of your time, but in your downtime, do you have any TV shows or books, movies, games, things like that you're into?
Yeah, so I mean, obviously, in addition to the music side of things, we all have full-time jobs. So I mean, myself, I'm in network development, so it's always, every season is peak season, every day is peak day.
Yeah.
So there's really no downtime. But yeah, Steve and I really like to find documentaries and different series to watch on Netflix a lot. Especially when the house is quiet. We're a blended family of five kids. So it's very noisy and fun and sometimes miserable. but it's okay because the kids are just insane. But yeah, we like to definitely watch different documentaries and series and stuff. How about you, Bill?
This is my shop. I don't know if you can see it in the
Okay.
background.
Yeah.
Yeah, I own an auto detail business, and this is where I work. But anyway, hunting, fishing. I'm 45 minutes from the beach, so there's a lot of beach time with me and my wife and the puppy dog. My sons are grown now, so they're doing their own thing. And
So do you guys have anything that you are wanting to tease tonight? Any upcoming tours, singles, EPs? I know that you did just tease a cover that you're going to be putting out soon, so that's pretty cool.
Yes,
But
yes. So we
anything
have
else?
that. We have that. We have our new single Note to Myself. Probably within the next month or so. We've been in the studio. So actually one of the nights that we were scheduled, we had to reschedule. Finished up Tuesday night, actually.
yes,
So 4 tunes, everything's done. So the next single's coming out within the next month or so, and then we're starting the video tonight. So we'll get that done. And then after that, we have another one coming out probably early September called Wasted Summer. That's another one that's going to be amazing. Billy
Love
wrote
that-
that tune.
love that song.
It's so good. And then starting July 19th is really where our summer schedule gets moving. So we did unfortunately have to postpone and cancel a few things. Steve, our drummer, actually got injured at work. And
Yeah, I
lost
saw
some
that post.
fingertips. Yeah, unfortunately. So he's on the mend right now. So we'll get back in the swing of things July 19th. And then after that, I mean, I think 3 to 4 gigs a month, which is good. But the big one that I'm really looking forward to is Wally Lake Fest, August 23rd through August 25th. So that should be a lot.
Yeah.
And then as things come out, I'll be sure to email you and share and all that good stuff.
So everybody make sure to keep posted to these socials so that you can keep up with all the latest from Seems Like Tuesday. I also just thought that I would give all of you a chance right now, if you wanted to talk to the fans. You can tell them anything, why they should listen to your music, or just really any message that you would definitely want to make sure that your fans heard from you guys in case they haven't got a chance to meet you or see you live.
Yeah, sure. So obviously the obvious, please like and share, subscribe to our YouTube channel for our music videos and live performances. The one thing about us that's different, I'd say, we have a 3-singer approach. So it's Billy, myself, and Pete, our guitar player. So you get a shot of everybody.
Yeah.
So it's not, we're very focused on, you don't want to get bored, we want to switch it up a lot.
Mhm.
So it's a lot of fun. The songs are really good. Give it a listen, a like, a share. Thank you in advance.
Yeah, I like to write songs on a personal level. I like to tell a story. I'm an old school guy. I like Tom Petty, Neil Young, Dave Matthews. I take that approach when it comes to writing songs. You tell a story, even if it's a dumb story.
No, it's good. It's good. All the songs are good.
There's no such thing as a dumb story if it's entertaining.
Absolutely not.
Well, guys, I really appreciate your time tonight and for hanging out. I hope that everybody that's watching or listening on the radio station, if you're watching it on YouTube, in the description below, you will find all of the links for Seems Like Tuesday. I'll post their link trees, websites, Spotify, YouTube, all of that. Make sure to like, subscribe, and all of that for them, and maybe even for me if you're enjoying this. Seems Like Tuesday. Thank you so much for joining me tonight.
Thank you so much. We appreciate
Thank
it.
you.
Thank you for the
Appreciate it.
support. And I'll send that over to you right away.
Yes.
Okay.
Very cool.
Thank you.